Write down the entries of the third column of A. The entries of the third column of A are
1, 4, 3.
1, 4, and 3. Next, state the entries A12. So A12 means element of the first row, second column. Okay, so first row, second column element here is -2. A23, second row, third column, 4, right? Next, A34, third row, fourth column. Third row, fourth column is 5. And A15, first row, fifth column. First row and fifth column is 3, right? So these are the entries. If Aij is equal to 4, what are the values of I and j? Which element here is 4? In which row, which column? Which row, which column is 4? This is 4 here, right?
Yes.
So 4 is in
Sir,
which row, which column? Tell me.
Sir, today is our foundation day.
Then maybe. Why? What happened?
Yes.
So here you have Aij is equal to 4. If you see 4 is in
5.
the third column, second column, second row,
Sir,
and third column.
second row.
So second row, third column is equal to 4. That means what is the value of I here? Value of I here is 2, and the value of j here is 3. Okay,
3.
These were all very preliminary kind of problems. This one. Okay, and let's do the next one. Next question is find the values of x and y so that the matrix this A is equal to this and B is equal to this are equal. Now see here, you have this matrix 2x plus 1, 3y, 0, and y square minus 5y. Okay. Now this problem looks a little easy, but you have to be a little careful in this problem. At which stage I'll just tell you. These two matrices are equal. That means the corresponding elements must be equal. That means 2x plus 1 is equal to x plus 3 and 3y must be equal to y square plus 2, right? And 0 is equal to 0, there's no need to write that. And y square minus 5y must be equal to minus 6. So these three conditions, all of these three conditions must be satisfied simultaneously. Okay. So you solve for x here, you get x is equal to 2. And you can express this as a quadratic, y square minus 3y plus 2 is equal to 0. And also this quadratic is y square minus 5y plus 6 is equal to 0. That means you have x is equal to 2. And now what you do is you solve this quadratic, y square minus 2y minus y plus 2 is equal to 0. And y square minus 2y minus 3y plus 6 is equal to 0. Right? So that means here you have x is equal to 2. And now you can take y common from here. You get y minus 2 minus 1 into y minus 2 is equal to 0. And here you can take y common. You get y minus 2 minus 3 into y minus 2 is equal to 0. So that means x is equal to 2 and y minus 2 into y minus 1 is equal to 0. And y minus 2 into y minus 3 is equal to 0. Now here comes the main trick here. Okay. you have x is equal to 2, and what do you get? Y minus 2 into y minus 1. Either y is equal to 2 or y is equal to 1, isn't it? And either y is equal to 2 or y is equal to 3, right? Now from here you must get the solutions. Now see, x is equal to 2 and either y is equal to 2 or y is equal to uh, and y is equal to 2 or y is equal to 3. Therefore, first case is x is equal to 2, y is equal to 2, right? These two are the first cases. X can be equal to 2 and y can be equal to 2. Or what is the next case? X can be equal to 2 or y can be equal to 1, right? What is the third case? X can be equal to 2 or and y can be equal to 3. So these three are the solutions that you're going to get. Is this absolutely clear? Yes.
Yes, sir.
And we continue with the next exercise. And this is matrix addition and scalar multiplication. Okay. Now, these are the properties of, matrix addition. Okay. These are, just remember these properties of matrix addition. That matrix addition is commutative. If you add two matrices A plus B, it is same as adding B plus A. Matrix addition is associative. That is, if you add if you add A to B plus C, and if you add C to B, A plus B, it is the same. Okay. This is also important. The null matrix is called the identity matrix of any matrix. Any matrix that you get, the null matrix will be the identity matrix of that particular matrix. Okay. Scalar multiplication, you know how to multiply a scalar. When you're multiplying a scalar with a matrix, say K, if you're multiplying with a scalar, you have to multiply K with each element of the matrix to get this matrix, Kij m by n. Okay. And these are the properties of matrix addition. If you have two matrices A and B and C and D be two scalars, then if you multiply C with A and B, it is the same as multiplying C with A plus C with B. C plus D, if you're multiplying with a single matrix, it is the same as multiplying C plus D with each element of the matrix. Okay, to get this resulting matrix. CD, the product of these two scalars, if you're multiplying by a matrix A, you must get it is the same as multiplying C with the product of D and A. Okay, or it is the same as multiplying D with the product of C and A. Okay. Also, uh, if 1 into A is equal to A, okay, this is also a property. If you multiply 1 with a matrix A, you will get back the same matrix. Similarly, if you multiply -1 with the same matrix, you will get the negative of the matrix. Okay, and if you're multiplying 0 with a matrix, you will get a null matrix of the same order as A. And if you're multiplying a scalar C with a null matrix, you'll get a null matrix. Fine. So these are the properties. And if you want to solve any matrix equation, okay, then if this is a matrix equation given, x plus A is equal to B, then you can solve this matrix equation by transposing A on the other side. That is what these properties are. Moving on to the problems from this. Question number 1. Find the value of K, a non-zero scalar, if this matrix equation is given. So given here is twice 1, 2, 3, -1, -3, 2. Now till class 10 you have done only matrices of order 2. Here we'll be dealing with higher order matrices, mostly matrices of order 3, square matrices of order 3. Sometimes you will come across matrices of order 1 by 4, 1 by 3, or 3 by 1. Okay. This is the equation that is given to you: 1, 0, 2, 3, 4, 5 is equal to 4, 4, 10, 4, 2, 14. Okay, next we want to find out the value of the scalar K. So first we multiply everything by this scalar. 2 into this matrix means 2 multiplied by each element of this matrix. 2 into -3 is 6. This is 6. This is 4. Plus and you multiply k also. Three k, 4k, 5k is equal to, on the right hand side you get 4, 4, 10, 4, 2, 14. That means now you can add matrices on the left hand side. You get 2 plus k. Next you get 4. 4 plus 0 is 4. Next you get 6 plus 2k. Next you get minus 2 plus 3k. Next you get minus 6 plus 4k. Next you get 4 plus 5k. And this must be equal to this matrix. 4, 4, 10, 4, 2, 14. So that means what are you getting here? 2 plus k must be equal to 4. And 4 is equal to 4, we don't write. 6 plus 2k is equal to 10. And minus 2 plus 3k must be equal to 4. And minus 6 plus 4k must be equal to 2. And 4 plus 5k must be equal to 14. Okay. This is what you're going to get. Now, each of these equations, if you solve each of these equations, all will give you the value k is equal to 2. Each of these equations will give you the value k is equal to 2. Fine. So that is the value of k. That is the non-zero scalar. Okay. Moving on to the next problem. Question here is, if A is equal to given A is equal to diagonal matrix 1, 4, minus 4 and 8. Now what is this matrix equal to? Diagonal matrix. Only the diagonal elements will be non-zero. 1, minus 4, 8. All the other elements will be 0. Right? This is what it means. B is equal to diagonal matrix minus 2, 3, 5. So this means diagonal elements will be minus 2, 3, 5, and all the other elements will be 0. Right? And the matrix C here is diagonal matrix minus 3, 7, 10. We have minus 3, 7, 10 as the diagonal elements. All the other elements will be 0. Right? Note that I have maintained the order. 1 I have written here, minus 4 I have written here, and 8 I have written here. Okay. This is something that you should know. You cannot change the order here. Okay. The question is, find 3a minus b plus 4c. Let's write this. Therefore, 3a minus b plus 4c is equal to, write down the matrix A. The matrix A here is just as we have written above, 1, 0, 0, 0, minus 4, 0, 0, 0, 8. This is, and minus B. Matrix B above is minus 2, 0, 0, 0, 3, 0, 0, 0, 5. And matrix C plus 4 times C minus 3, 0, 0, 0, 7, 0, 0, 0, 10. Okay. Now we simply need to add these. If you multiply with 3, you get 3, 0, 0, 0, minus 12, 0, 0, 0, 24. Minus. This matrix you write as it is. Plus, and you have final matrix, you multiply with 4 everything, minus 12, 0, 0, 0, 28, 7 into 4. And this is 0, 0, 0, and you have a 40. Okay, now you can add these three matrices. You get 3 minus minus of minus 2 is means plus 2, right? And you have minus 12. So how much do you get? 5 minus 12 is minus 7. Next you have 0, 0, 0. Addition will give you a 0. 0, 0, 0 will again give you a 0. Again you have 0, 0, 0 will give you a 0. Now you have a minus 12 here. Minus 12, minus 3. Minus 12 minus 3 is minus 15. Plus 28 will give you a plus 13. Again you have 0, 0, 0 will give you a 0. Again 3 zeros here will give you 0. Again 3 zeros here will give you 0. And here now you have 24 minus 5 plus 40. So 24 plus 40 is how much? It is 64. And 64 minus 5 is 59. So plus 59, which is also a diagonal matrix. And you can write this as diagonal matrix minus 7, 13, 59. Right? So therefore 3a minus 4b plus 4c is another diagonal matrix. Clear with this? Although you have done matrices in class 10, 2 by 2 matrices, but you still have to be very careful here because we are dealing with matrices of different orders. In class 10, you have only done square matrices of order 2.
Yes,
You
sir.
just have to be a little careful here. All the rules remain the same. Next question is solve the matrix equation. So you have twice x square, y square. This is a column matrix plus twice 2x 3y, another column matrix is equal to thrice another column matrix. Okay. Now you multiply this 2x square 2y square plus, and you multiply this, you get 4x 6y is equal to you get on multiplication of this you get 21 and minus 9. So now you add the matrices on the left hand side. 2x square plus 4x, you have 2y square plus 6y is equal to 21 and minus 9. That means 2x square plus 4x must be equal to 21 and 2y square plus 6y is equal to minus 9. That means you have 2x square plus 4x minus 21 is equal to 0, and you have 2y square plus 6y plus 9 is equal to 0. Right? Now you can solve this equation. You can solve this by Sridhar Acharya. If you solve this, I'm not solving here. You will get minus 4 plus or minus square root 184 divided by 4. And you get y is equal to, you'll get complex roots for y. You get minus 6 plus or minus square root minus 36 divided by 4. Okay, so now if you simplify this, convert this 184 to a mixed third, you will get minus 4 plus or minus 2 root 46 divided by 4, and y is equal to, you can cancel out, you can convert this to a 6i here. So you get minus 6 plus or minus square root minus 36 can be written as 6i divided by 4. That means x must be equal to, now if you cancel out the common factor here in x from the numerator and denominator, which is 2, so you get minus 2 plus or minus root 46 divided by 2, and you get y is equal to, again here you cancel out the common factor 2 from the numerator and denominator, you'll get minus 3 um, plus or minus 3i divided by 2, which can also be written as minus 3 into 1 plus or minus I divided by 2. Fine. So that is your solution. Although see that here you are getting real root, here you are getting y as complex roots. Okay, so matrix can be complex also. Although we will be dealing with real matrices, the matrices can contain as its elements complex numbers. Okay, such matrices are called complex matrices. Next, number 4. Given A is equal to 2, 3, 5, 1, 0, 2, 3, 4, 5. Question is, find the matrix B such that A plus B minus 4i is equal to 0. So we have A plus B minus 4i is equal to 0, where I is the identity matrix, right? Now we want to find the matrix B. So we solve this equation. How do we solve? Just the normal way of solving. B is equal to 4i minus A. That means 4i here is the identity matrix of order 3, because A is the matrix of order 3. That is why we take identity matrix of order 3 minus A. A here is 2, 3, 5, 1, 0, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is, you get here 4, 0, 0, 0, 4, 0, and 0, 0, 4 minus 2, 3, 5, 1, 0, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So that means what is the matrix B? Normal subtraction. 4 minus 2 is 2. 0 minus 3 is minus 3. 0 minus 5 is minus 5. 0 minus 1 is minus 1. 4 minus 0 is 4. 0 minus 2 is minus 2. 0 minus 3 is minus 3. 0 minus 4 is minus 4. And 4 minus 5 is minus 1. This is the required matrix B. Okay. Simple enough. And finally, the last problem of this exercise. Question is simplify. You have cos theta, sin theta, minus sin theta, cos theta, plus sin theta minus cos theta, and you have cos theta sin theta. You want to simplify, cos theta is a scalar, multiply here by cos theta, you get cos square theta, you get sin theta cos theta. you get minus sine theta cos theta, and you get cos square theta plus this is sine square theta minus sine theta cos theta. This is sine theta cos theta, and this is sine square theta. Now you add these two, cos square theta plus sine square theta. Here you get sine theta cos theta minus sine theta cos theta. Here again you get minus sine theta cos theta plus sine theta cos theta. And here you get cos square theta plus sine square theta. So what do you get here? Cos square theta plus sine square theta is 1. These two cancel here to give you a 0. Again these two cancel here to give you a 0. And you have this. So therefore this must be equal to I2. Identity matrix of order 2. Okay. So that is what we'll move on to the next exercise, which I have not sent you. I'll send you today.